There once was a king, an old king. His name was Meteor. This king reigned supreme throughout the entire community until one day, the DEVS said no more. They said, your reign has come to an end. We are here today to talk about the rise. The biggest rise, but also the hardest fall.
Just wanted to give a massive shout out to the guy behind the production, Gunman. Huge shout out to you for putting this whole thing together and getting us all aligned on a topic that's actually really interesting. The idea of rise and fall of units is really cool because every balancing change, every update, the meta really does change and units really come into it and come out of it. So shout out to you, man. Really, really cool. And I'm excited to see the final product. So the Rise of Meteor. When Meteor first came out, I believe it came out with like 3 other cards, right? It came out with Executioner, Portal Mage, and Corsair. So when it first came out, I think the first card that I got was Executioner, and I was pretty unimpressed. I was thinking it was going to be something like that of Clash Royale, to where it does a bunch of area damage, which would be really cool. But, I mean, actually, it's probably more properly named. Executioner executes the units, so when they're damaged, you take them out fully. Meteor, I never had Meteor. Nobody really played Meteor. It didn't look very strong. So the fact that I didn't have it didn't really matter to me. So I was unbothered.
Okay, Meteor, obviously you guys know my favorite. The emote's insane. When they brought the emote in the game, I'm like, oh my gosh. That was just like the stamp, like making it official that, yo, Meteor is here to stay. And I was like, oh my gosh. But of course, we all know Meteor was not here to stay. But yo, Meteor just dropped. I swore Executioner was going to be it, man. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think Meteor was going to be anything spectacular, right? A game-changing card.
Hey yo, what's good? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy AJ, Wash 9K player, best Meteor player, best Inquis player. Nah, I'm off that, bro. But yo, we got some very important questions from my boy Gunman. Shout out to all my Gunman fans out there, all them subs. You know what I'm saying? He be doing his thing. He be running it up. So we're gonna get to it. We got a couple questions from my boy, and we're gonna see what it's about. This is just gonna be my point of view on all the stuff that went through me, through my point of view, right? So season 3 when Meteor just dropped, bro. All right, so this is how it all started. Actually, Pound Cake, my boy Pound Cake, an OG player from way back in the day, he was indeed playing Meteor Boreas. I thought Corsair and Meteor were absolute garbage units. I thought it was just dookie sauce, bro. I thought at first Corsair, I was right about. Meteor, how wrong I was, bro. So Pound Cake, he was telling me he got Meteor. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's all right. I saw Phonecast play it. Phonecast makes everything look bad. No offense, bro. You my homie still, bro. But yeah, I thought it was terrible. And then Pound Cake was like, yo, no, man, I'm telling you, this is the best card right now. I'm telling you, it's the best deck. It's the best deck, right? All of a sudden, you know, I see people start using it, and then I start playing against it. I'm like, hold up, I lost? And I was playing Inquis Ice, alright? You already know I was insane at Inquis Ice. My main deck, that's my deck. You get me? That was the main deck back then. I did not want to switch. I don't care what it was. Grindstone, I don't give a fudge, right? So I'm like, yo, what's going on? I'm losing a little bit. So I start losing here and there. I still beat it sometimes, but bro.
So the Meteor Meta. when Meteor finally made its way into the meta, I don't even know exactly if it was a buff or people figured out a deck to play with, but what's implanted in my brain is Meteor Thunderer, which was just the strongest deck that we've probably ever seen in Rush Royale. I remember specifically that the devs put on a tournament for most of the content creators, tried to get me in there. For whatever reason, I wasn't able to do it. But every single person ran the exact same deck. So it just kind of comes down to RNG. But it just cracks me up that everyone ran Thunder or Meteor. There was no difference in anybody's deck. Every single deck was exactly the same. If I had been in that tournament, I still didn't have Meteor. So I would have run like Thunder or Hex, and I probably would have gotten slapped.
Okay, the Meteor Meta? Oh my gosh. My favorite, hands down meta. It's my favorite, and it's Missy's favorite too. It's my favorite meta in the entire game. No joke, hands down. I loved it, and if it could come back right now, I'm taking it over all metas. Even though the Demonologist meta that we're in right now is pretty nice.
This is when the Meteor meta was going crazy. I was like, okay, there's no way. I was searching for it in the events that we had, which was way better than the events that we got right now. Just letting you guys know, we got scammed. Everybody was saying how bad the events were, where you get 6 legendaries a flipping week. We got scammed. All right, now we get 1. Absolute scam. Anyways, I was searching, couldn't find it, bro. This card made me spend $80 for it. Let me say that again. This card made me get the pack for $80. I had to. There was no other way. So your boy got it, and then all of a sudden Thunderer came out with the stun, bro. I was like, my lord, bro. All right, my lord. Absolute unit of a deck. The best deck will take out any deck right now. That Meteor deck will take out level 20 snowflakes. Will take out level 20 grindstone, bro. I don't give a fudge what you put up against it. It was taking it out. It's just what it was. All right, it was just that nutty. So Meteor meta, everything was going crazy. That's when I pushed to 9k. That's when I started going crazy, and when I got to 9k, that's when I stopped playing a little bit, stopped grinding that much, because back then 9k was actually, you know, pretty tough to get, because you would need to have like a 99% win rate, and you would not face bots that often. All right, so you would face bots like every 10 matches, so you would just pay 10 matches, and I have screenshots of not even gaining trophies, all right, from games, which is crazy. But it didn't matter because I had that deck. I had the deck. You get me?
The first nerf, when the first nerf came out, I think I got Meteor just like a few days before. So Meteor seemed still pretty strong to me. I jumped right in to the Thunderer Meteor meta, and I was winning a lot of games, all right? The only 2 decks that were around at that point were like Grindstone Inquiz, Bombardier, and Thunderer Meteor. And I think those basically, I mean, it was like a coin flip every single time you'd played against that. So I was just running Meteor because I just got it and I was super hype. And man, it really did work well. But what worked really well was the fact that you had to base your entire game plan around saving Meteors and spamming it out. So it was kind of tough to run Meteor in any other deck unless you had Meteor with Summoner, Mime, and Harlequin, or something of that variation.
Okay, the first nerf. Now, I did this trailer a few days back, and he actually I got the nerf dates wrong, but the first nerf where they shrunk his radius, it wasn't the end of the world, right? It wasn't the end of the world, but it was showing you that, yo, the devs, when you think the devs aren't watching, they're watching and listening, okay, and waiting. You see Missy's ears? They're watching and listening and just waiting. So they just did a small nerf, tested the waters, like, yo, is this going to discourage them enough to start using other cards? No, it wasn't. We continued using the same cards. So they're like, you know what? We might have to take more drastic measures.
The first nerf, all right? I don't even know what happened with the first nerf. Don't even know what the exact nerf was. But I know it didn't make it as bad I mean, as bad as the last nerf. All right, so I'm pretty sure it decreased the range. The range was indeed decreased. Hella tough stuff, you know, but I still was going crazy with it. And then, you know, it was still effective. People were starting to use grindstone a little bit. You already know your boy hates grindstone. I hate all buildings. Like, only thing, yo, you should check out Knight Statue. I just made a video on that, yada yada, whatever. But yo, I hate buildings, so I kept playing it. Still kept winning. Still kept my stuff up. But bro,
the final nerf finally took Meteor out of the meta. They nerfed Meteor into the ground. They dug a hole, they threw Meteor in there, and nobody's touched it since. I remember I put out a video, I don't know, it was probably only maybe a month ago or so, about how is Meteor, you know, you need, if Meteor was going to be successful, your whole entire deck need to be based around saving Meteors and kind of timing it to when to use it. I put out a video with Meteor, using Meteor, trying to see how it was. Oh my gosh, it hurt. You could not win games. They decreased the radius, they decreased the damage. You couldn't even kill mini bosses anymore, let alone regular bosses anymore. And that was the death of Meteor, and it has not come back since.
The final nerf, yeah, they took those drastic measures and destroyed the card. They sent it packing. Like Missy's trying to go packing right now, but I said she's my prisoner for this video. You're my prisoner, Missy, you're my prisoner. They sent Meteor packing and gave him a final nerf, a full rework with other balance changes. So they're like, yo, stop using this card. That's basically what the dev said. And we're here today with this weird video that we've created. Guys, make sure you leave a like. Oh my gosh, and support all the creators that took place, and their links will be in the description. Okay, one more person has something to say.
the last nerf. Why would you take away a nuke's ability to nuke? Why would you take away a Meteor's ability to Meteor? It doesn't make sense. Alright, so they took away the insta-kill factor. What the fudge? They took away the percentage damage factor. What the fudge? Like, dude, that's tough. So all in all, we want Meteor back. We want it back in our life. Because there's no point for it. Nothing for co-op, nothing for PvP. There's just nothing, bruh. What you want to do? That was the death of Meteor. Absolutely broke my heart. And it broke a lot of people's hearts as well. So now, all it is a bunch of, you know, a lot of people here with hella crit. And you can't compete with them. Because all it is damage. But if we get Meteor back, bro, it's no longer just about damage. It's about a little bit of skill now. Because you have to time it. You have to make sure you have enough on the field. You gotta be that guy again. You get me? So you just can't buy your way out of a Meteor match. If you see Meteor back in the day, you know what's up. Alright? And those mirror matches, I don't like mirror matches, but bro, those mirror matches, those were the most intense matches ever, bro. So that's all I gotta say for you guys. Yo, shout out to my boy Gunman. He is indeed the boy. He's running it up. You know, check out my channel if you want. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's gonna do it for your boy. Like, comment, subscribe on both. And your boy AJ signing out, bro.